the big man in search for them yesterday. I think he was on Texas. He got at least 11 kills or something absurd, and he was getting score streaks towards the end. But he's got to be the guy, right? I mean, he's had just a masterful performance so far in the Pro League. Completely stepped his game up.
He's changed some monitor settings from what I was getting told. And
oh, okay.
It's apparently giving him all the confidence in the world again. And when Scump's got his confidence, he's definitely one of the scariest players. First blood almost immediately by Pharaoh as he guns forward before the smoke pops. A little bit of an awkward timing there.
And that might just be preparation. Formal goes to the common spot. You're trying to snipe from that inner L corridor, and Pharaoh, he lays down instantly, and I'm pretty sure he just pre-fired it. And of course, well, you got a 3v2 for the advantage. Ricky picks the kill on Karma. Well, now it's a 2v2, but you do have a player that's going on the full flank, so bit of an interesting spot. Crimsix gets caught out, but he stays alive, and then he just tries to run in when he's one shot. Felt the pressure coming in from up top, I'm pretty sure. So just unfortunate for him to get caught out, and of course, not going to lose that gunfight from the steps. And that's a pretty good first round from eRa.
Jeez, how many FG42s are there right there?
Too many.
Decimate had one. We know Pharaoh had one. I believe Bevels had one on that pinch. Okay, so a lot of FG42 presence in round one. eRa strike first.
Yeah, we saw this from Mindfreak yesterday as well. I think there were certain rounds where they were rocking 4 FGs. So, again, Search and Destroy, if it's a little bit of a slower game mode, FG is perfectly fine to use. But I think generally speaking, you'll see teams at least have one submachine gun, or in the case of Formal, the sniper in hand. But he's watching the crossed A and no one crossed because that bomb is over by the B bomb site. Crimsix, he is the lone man right now, and he doesn't have information on the B site, but you can see Karma's trying to work in for mid. That's where the pressure's coming in from OpTic.
Nade out from Scump. They're going to back Decimate up. And look at this map positioning OpTic now have. A set strategy here. A lot of times it's just to push right through. You get this kill and you begin to try to either develop back towards A, or you plant the bomb for the OpTic Gaming spawn, which is exactly what eRa's going to do. Ricky will get this objective down as it's a 4v3 with the bomb planted.
Yeah, eRa has everything covered. Of course, the pressure for OpTic, it looks like they're going to try to send at least 2 in through mid, but the smokes is going to be there, but still, they're working at the man disadvantage. Karma has a huge 1v1 gunfight, but that's just so tough to win, and Bevel's going to clean that up with ease. Now it's going to be Scump and Formal, but what can they really do?
If you're wondering, you know, why did... That was almost too perfect of an engagement from Bevels right there. Karma, rocking armored, no mountain, footsteps, you know, they have been nerfed how loud they are in the most recent update, but still, these players have earbuds in. They've got the sound cranked, and he can hear him sprinting on through. Goes ahead, challenges that angle, and cuts him down with ease.
Yeah, and really that just comes down to eRa. They won the first blood, and they made sure to win the round after that. Nothing too crazy happened because Formal's in a spot. If he's got the sniper, he's over the B bomb site. What can you really do?
With Crim dying as the lone player at B, eRa should lose that round never. Simple as that. They should. That's an easy win from then on out.
Well, now taking a look at the setup from eRa on defense, they have almost complete map control. You see OpTic, they're throwing the smokes to try and buy a little bit back. Now you see I have a player with the bomb of all things over by Statue, but it's going to come down to the first bloods, and Karma basically just sprints into Decimate, who, yes, gets traded, but then, oh, so quickly, it's now a 1v3 for Formal.
He at least has Mountain, so he'll be quiet. Challenges the first. 1v2, spots the second. Nearly guns Ricky, but the quick little hop there wins the round, and this is what we talk about with eRa as being a strong search and destroy team. Up 3-0 over OpTic Gaming, cruising right now in game 2.
Yeah, and I got to give full credit to Ricky there. He was the player that was on the water steps. Smokes come in, he makes the adjustment, backs up all the way to dock. So yes, Decimate gets the first blood, but he gets traded out. But it was Ricky that picks up the next important kill to help give them the advantage. Either way, eRa, I mean, they're talking about their search and destroy game. They're up 3 rounds to none. They're just, you know, full speed ahead.
And if we can quickly swap to Ricky for one moment. I know he's about to get an engagement, but Ricky, look at how close he is to streaks. They keep him with bomb. If he plants the objective, he gets 2 streaks and will be very, very close to that flamethrower.
Well, Bevels was 4-0, and he just decided to try and fight 2 people by himself sort of thing. So obviously he was only Crimsix there last time, but OpTic Gaming responds to the B pressure. Fair though. Gun and Formal out here looking pretty good to even things up at a 3v3 because the trade did not come in. Now you have its Decimate that's on a theoretical flank because Scump's mid-map, he picks up a kill. And that's just,
See, the biggest thing here, I think more than anything for eRa, is just try to let Ricky plant, right? That kill from Decimate really should secure it. Ricky should plant this bomb right away. The #1 focus, even if they lose this round, which is absolutely winnable in this 2-on-2, he'll at least have 2 streaks to his name.
Yeah, Decimate on top of Karma as well. Even if the nade hit, I think Karma would have survived. The streaks are obviously huge, but the bomb is planted inside. So OpTic, they desperately need to win this round. And you see Karma, he's trying to hunt down Decimate. Crimsix is actually going to be able to pick that one up. So Ricky found himself in a 1v2. Both players coming up front, but the double challenge is good. They did not body stack. One player flies over top, the other stays close. Easy wins in the end, but again, the streaks will be there for eRa.
That's the takeaway. It was a round that they had gotten first blooded. They went into a 2-on-3 shortly after. They still kept it close. They were able to get Ricky the plant. And honestly, even with the round loss there, they can't be too upset with that one.
Yeah, it's a 3v4, right? Or actually, no, never mind. It would have been Bevels that actually got first blooded. So scratch that, but that's a round, obviously, that OpTic needs to win. And of course, with the score streaks in the hand of eRa, they're almost forced to go to A until they take him off the map. So smokes have come into play. They can cross, and it looks like the bomb is going to be inside. Decimate, though, mid-map. Doesn't quite get cleaned up, but it looks like Formal is going to get taken down. But once again, Bevels, number 6 on the minimap. He is going to be the guy on the full flank once again. So a lot of potential here for eRa.
You saw that very aggressive challenge from Formal right there. I believe what wound up happening was Ricky just sprayed him through the smoke. Formal thought he would be covered, but Ricky had a smart play to clean him up. Now it's all by Karma by himself, and I think they know he's dropped down. Yeah, look at him. Oh my goodness. He is pinned. He is dead. eRa with another round victory, up 4-1. Right now, they're making this look easy, Chance.
Yeah, I mean, again, they got the streaks, and that's huge. But more importantly, they get the first blood. But now OpTic Gaming, they're kind of trapped in A because they got the man disadvantage. They give it a shot. They give it a whirl to, you know, give that bomb plant and see if they can clutch. But then someone immediately dies, and now you just plant in a 2v4, and you're completely trapped in because of the streaks. It's just nothing going right at the moment for OpTic Gaming. But again, eRa, they just touched up their S&D gameplay. And
if OpTic weren't keeping track, they might not have realized that Ricky even earned those streaks. Now they're going to swap the bomb over to Pharaoh because he's one plant away from earning a couple. If eRa earned these 2 more streaks, I mean, this game should be done. As this time, Bevels does slow down that push through lights. As you can see, that number 6 on your map on the right side. They're looking for a kill. Fighter pilot in. No first blood, but they're going to back players off and try to plant right after.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that streak was called in specifically to target Crimsix, who sits over in that back useless building. So Crimsix was pinned down, but he did the smart thing to not die, and he's able to get the first blood. Picks it up this time instead of Bevels, but of course that bomb is down. More streaks getting called in, but now it's a 2v4. The streaks don't kill anybody because he died while calling it in, and now all of a sudden the bomb's down, but Decimate's in the 1v4, able to pick up one, but he's got to go to the bomb, and there's just nothing you can do at that point.
Pharaoh was critiqued quite a lot by fellow pro players yesterday for his streak uses, and I think you can say that was another questionable one there. OpTic Gaming, the second they hear the score streak called in, they recognize Pharaoh, who was 1 shot behind the bomb, is all they have to kill. If you didn't know at home, when you get killed while controlling a score streak, you lose the ability to control it on the map. So there, Pharaoh called it in. It starts to fall right over where he is. They clean him up. Scump just knows, I just got to run away from this, dodges the streak. All they have is 1 fighter pilot remaining. They use 2 streaks in that round just to lose in the end.
Yeah, it does look like OpTic, though, is going to be stocking up on Mountain to at least make things a little bit easier for him. But Ricky, he's been in this spot before, and he's been able to get a kill or 2. But there's a lot of pressure coming in, but able to get 1, goes for the challenge. He gets traded out instantly, so, you know, not going to make the hero play today.
5 first bloods to the 2 of OpTic Gaming so far. Woo, that challenge from Formal. Knows he has that cover as Pharaoh tries to hold the deep angle. It doesn't work out there. OpTic down to 3-on-2, and Bevels again, we find him in this spot. He's always flanking. Will OpTic pick up on it this time around?
Yeah, it looks like Formal's actually, he's going to check this, but he doesn't get good timing on the full check. So just like that, Bevel's doing the exact same thing every round. Makes it a 2v2. Decimate, though, should be an easy gunfight for him as soon as Scump was stuck. So now Karma is 1v2. He doesn't plant the bomb, hops off, wins 1. Makes things interesting, drops down, and you see he probably got hurt there as well. Doesn't have Mountain, stays alive for the moment. Bevels has the easy challenge. Easy wins right there for Bevels, again on the full flank.
What's funny right there is, you see how Karma tries to hold and peeks right here, and Bevels is kind of just waiting for him? Remember the health regen update that just came in? Is that something, Chance, where maybe if Karma had more time with the health regen changes, he could think, okay, I have a little bit, I can play this a little bit differently. Did he have to challenge right away right there?
I think he's one shot. His only play is to try to catch Bevels sprinting at him, because if he crouches behind the bomb site and Bevels doesn't challenge, then he can get the bomb down or can regen. I think you just have, it's a hope kind of play, but it probably is the best play Karma had given the circumstances without just getting ridiculously lucky. Either way, though, eRa up 5-2. They need one more round. They have no issues with turtling up in their spawn because more than likely playing for the streaks.
Swap through the players in eRa here quickly. Pharaoh with that fighter pilot. Nothing else really going for the squad right now in round 8. Will they get another first blood? Krim will actually get it this time, but it's a quick trade. Karma with one trade of his own. 3v2 for OpTic Gaming. Okay,
so they didn't use the streaks at the start, but they're calling on him now, and I guess he evens it up to the 2v2, but they kind of just gave up complete map control at the start there, and well, Scump gets out of dodge. So Decimate actually knows, I think, where both players are, but he's just gonna wide peek that. Easy gunfight for Formal to win. Now it's a rough spot. Fair gets one, predicts the second as well. Scump is one shot behind the wall. How does he elect to do it? Does he push it? Does he slow peek it? He slow peeks it, gets the dub. And those are some clutch plays coming out of eRa.
And that was a call out from earlier that they spotted Scump and fire. Pharaoh immediately gets a call out from his teammate. Hey, Scump's gonna peek this, pre-fires it, and Scump runs right into the bullets. Big win for eRa there, as they'll tie the series 1-1 against OpTic Gaming.